Of course, comments like that can be discouraging, but recently I've got lots of questions about how I paint digitally and why I use Sketchbook Autodesk app for my Samsung tablet. So in this video, I'm going to tell you how I paint digitally using Sketchbook. So I start with creating a new project. You can customize the size of canvas or choose from the already existing templates. I usually start with square canvas and tap create. Well, so here we can see the interface and the library of brushes. So actually, if you dig deep into it, you can customize your brushes with different settings. Well, and I haven't tried, but probably, well, you can make significant adjustments. I just made several adjustments to my favorite primary pencil. Yeah, so you can see lots of different brushes and they are all free. Well, so those that I use are in the basic set and you can edit it. So I usually use B2 pencil for sketching, and then I use primary pencil for the line art. Then I use, let me try it, pencil number 4, that's how it's called, for more expressive sketches, I guess. Well, and if I want the line to be more stable, then I have ink pen. Well, it's usually for something that I'm going to print, and fine line pen for filling in with a solid color, and then my favorite, color builder. Well, it gives this nice, I think, like gouache touch to it, because I usually paint with gouache originally, and then smudge pen to blend, yeah, because I like a little bit more blended image, yeah, when it comes to digital art. So as a primary eraser I use hard eraser, but there are also different types of brushes that I use on occasion. There is also a surprisingly useful function of scanning in this app. So I still sketch out traditionally a lot, and sometimes I start out with a sketch in my trash sketchbook, and after that, well, I decide whether I want to do it digitally or paint it in my sketchbook. After scanning or photographing my sketch, I add it and resize it to my project as I need it, and then I increase transparency and start with the sketch using B2 pencil. Well, it's going to be like more neat, but I still going to delete it afterwards. But I make some minor adjustments. I use predictive stroke, of course, because I want my lines to be neat, and sometimes I also use symmetry tool in order to make, for example, the face more symmetrical. After that, I use lasso tool in order to choose the area for solid fill tool, which you can find in the upper menu. I will leave the link to the official guide to the app from Autodesk on their website. This video is not sponsored, the app is completely free, and I'm just using it here, yeah, and even not to the full capacity, so it's not a tutorial, it's just how I use it. For the line art, I once again use predictive stroke. I actually use it a lot, and usually, well, it works well, but sometimes it still can be either too precise or not really precise, so I choose the middle setting, number 3. And sometimes I like to add small details with primary pencil that are more than there are on the sketch, but still, yeah, quite nice to have some freedom. That's why I choose the middle setting for predictive stroke. Then I add primary color with the color builder brush, and you can customize your palettes or choose them from the rainbow circle as you wish. I usually choose the given colors. Well, it would be nice to use lasso tool here, but well, I'm lazy. I prefer to make my 2 brain cells work at maximum capacity rather than engage 10 more brain cells. It's like the weirdest attitude ever, but well, it's easier for me to erase the extra lines rather than to use some tool that I'm not very good at. It all goes without saying that I use different layers for every detail, or like the similar details are on the same layer, but still different layers. There is actually a menu down there, like circular menu, and you can choose this double puck there, which shows you the brush and the color and the size of it. Yeah, so you can regulate the size of the brush and the opacity on the left side near the library of brushes. Then I usually add shadows with the same color builder brush, and after I'm finished with the adding the shadows, I blend them because I like this smooth touch to the shadows. I use smudge pen for blending and smooth the lines a little bit, but not overly so, because I don't like when the image is when the color is too blended. Well, after that I add highlights with a brighter color. Once again, I do most of the color work with the color builder brush, and once again smooth it a little bit. Well, for details I use different brushes depending what kind of image I want. So here I use fine line pen, once again using color builder for the solid pieces of the details here for this apron, and once again making all the same steps, yeah, as I made with the cat. I add little details with primary pencil. I do love those so much. They're so nice, little touches. And sometimes I use predictive stroke for those, sometimes not. Yeah, so you can see, well, I chose not the right color for that. It was very similar to the base, and I chose the different one from the palette, which is given, and well, I think the apron looks so cute. You can also edit the layers and make some adjustments to the settings when you click on it, but I don't usually make any changes In the settings of the layer, I prefer to choose originally the necessary color. To sum up, usually the main criticism that I hear about this app is that it's not Procreate or any other app, and of course it's not. It's a completely free app with basic tools, well, quite intuitive interface as for my taste. And of course it has lots of issues, well, possible technical issues, no clipping masks or other perks when it comes to layers. Sometimes it seems raw and sometimes quality suffers. Of course it's not Procreate, yeah, or any other paid app. However, Sketchbook does have its fine points. It's free, first of all. Yeah, it's beginner friendly and has all the basic tools, and it gets the job done. So if it's not a professional digital art, it gets the job done. And plus, in order to avoid any technical issues, you can use the export in PSD function, and I've tried that, and you can really open that in Photoshop afterwards and adjust the colors and other settings. And plus the built-in function is really great addition. So what can I say? It gets the job done. So it's not the best, but it's not the worst. And as with any other app, if you know how to use it, it really works out and you can have an enjoyable experience with it. And I hope this video was useful for you. I thank you for watching and I see you very soon in the next one. Bye!